Hello everyone and welcome back, and I still have my Christmas skin on. That's interesting. Well, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a double piston extender if you're interested in that crap. I go into my testing world and I will make it in my new building that I just created because I was bored. Yeah, as long as you recreate a pattern, it's really easy to continue. So yeah, this is probably not going to get any views, so this is interesting. It's just sort of for me to listen back on myself. I don't know, and if you are watching, then props to you. Make sure to turn it up to 720p because the videos don't look as clear on my phone when I upload them to YouTube. So.
Press open chat to open chat.
Yeah, so I'm gonna come over here. I know you can hear me tap, it's annoying. But, I've created this thing right here, which is double piston extender that also brings a block with it. Sometimes. And today I'm going to be working on one that works all the times. Give it a second, you have to let it go through. That's over in the next one. I'm going to have to put a delay on the button. Alright, so if I add one of these to each side, then that should make a double piston extender. So, I sort of made myself a note for this to put it underneath the ground when I actually make it in any world. So now I'm going to make like a door out of it right now. So, let me just bring this up here. And this is going to be the platform that the pistons are on. So, pop that in there. Just make sure I have everything correctamondo. Okie dokie. So, going to need, you can really make it as high as you want it. This is easily repeatable. So, all I have here is just this going to here, which then the glass can split the signal into two, so it's just powering that block and then powering this redstone on top. It's really not that hard. So, 3. I think I'm just going to do 3 this time. Don't really want to complicate things too much. Then I think I'm going to use glass as well. So, this right here. And pop that right in there. So now we're going to need all of our redstone remedies, I guess you could call it. So yeah, get my lever back wherever I put my lever. Redstone torch will work. So, and I need a building block and glass. So I have glass. No, I don't. I replaced that with a redstone torch. Sorry this is taking so long. I'm sort of just oh yeah, my G doesn't work half the time. It's weird. G and L, I don't know. Let me see here. So, then I'm going to need, I'll use quartz. Who doesn't like quartz, right? And if you don't, then good for you. That's first time I've ever heard that. So, we're going to need these to be activated. So, bring this over to here. Bada boom bang. I already messed up. Okay. So then we're going to need to have that over there. That on top of that. So then that over top of there. And then I'm so used to Xbox where you can just do it anyway, and you could crouch in the middle of the air and stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to this. So pop the signal up here. That needs to be glass, not this one. I'll just make it glass just for interesting looks, I guess. and you're going to want to make this a repeater. I used to have it 1 block high, that's why I had a piece of redstone, but if you want to make it another block high, add a piece of redstone there. And you're just going to want to sort of bring this over a block, because that's going to push that out, and sort of just replicate it as I'm doing here. Double piston extenders, like, that have an actual block on them, sometimes are mind-boggling, but you just have to, like, think. Like, what is it going to do, and how is it going to accomplish that task? And then, with the tools you have in Minecraft, then you can make that, basically, you can make that whatever you have in your head that you want it to do. So, yeah, don't need these blocks. So if you want to, you can make it as compact as possible. I'm trying to make it as compact as possible right now, but I'm not sure if this is the most compact way to make it. I'm pretty sure I can make it even more compact. So let me pop this over here, because the door thing's actually gonna be like right here, and unless you're making like a steampunk themed build, I doubt you will actually want to have your redstone showing. So we're just gonna try and move this over a block. And once this is, goodness gracious, I'm not used to mobile. Once we have this over here like that, I can just, oh, okay, that's not gonna work. Sort of just trial and error. We can save some space on that side though. Never mind. This is, just scratch that. This isn't a tutorial in any way, it's just sort of me messing around with it. So that side's done. We can link this up to our power, which is going to be a torch. I'm pretty sure for right now. Which, if I activate that, then that'll go like that. And, yeah. Then you break this. Okay. So, what I did there is that I didn't think what it was going to do. So what I'm going to want it to do is have this side deactivate, and then have this side deactivate. So I'm actually going to want that to go first, then that to go second, and then bada bing bang. So now that we know where the glass is going to be, we can make an observer that observes the glass and can tell where it is and then send out a redstone input. So once we have that, we can pop a block underneath of it to, well, let me see if something works. Let me see if this works. Okay, that works. So, just want to see if that will work, because that would save a lot of space. So, now that I have this, I want this row right here to activate and pull this back. Again, we want this to be as fast as possible, so I'm not going to really make much of delay besides it closing, because the system has to reset itself. So, let me just go back over here, because I was sort of scratching my head on it for a while. So I made like this sort of contraption that once it gets the signal, it shuts off the signal for a little bit, because as you know, these repeat itself and repeat itself. So I'm just gonna make one of those again, and that should work. I'm sorry, that's my tree farm. So yeah, get this to go over here, and then I have a block right there. So this block is the one that is going to be pushed by thy piston. And once I have this in here, all I have to do is have this deactivated, once it gets its power. So now that this block is powered right there, once it gets the signal, this will send a current to, might as well bring it over this way. This will send a current over to here to send that back to pick it up. And then once that sends that back, I'll make a separate line that makes it, oh my goodness, I'm saying way too many ums. So, I did it again. This is amazing. Just ignore me. So, that's it. I say it too much. I'm just not going to talk anymore. I have to talk. That's the sad thing. So, I'm just going to link this up like I did on the other side, just to this one, and then link it up with the glass as I did show you before. So if I add, no, I'm just gonna link it up normally. It's gonna be a lot easier that way. I don't want to have to give myself a lot of work that I can't finish in the time limit I am given. Yeah. Storage is a problem. So yeah, no delays in here at all. No delays. And now I'm going to need to take this signal right here, bring it down a block, make it go on two sides. And what you're going to want to do is get a comparator. Before I knew this trick, I thought comparators were completely useless in my mind. But now that I know this, my friend showed me, it is pretty much the best thing I've ever learned. It has helped me with so many redstone experiments, I can't even count. So, yeah, I'm going to take this signal from that so that it sort of turns off the signal for a couple of seconds, if that makes sense. So I'm going to take that, go bada bing bang pow, and now that we have this, we can place that. Yeah, and that goes off and on a couple of times sometimes. So I just want to monitor that to make sure that that's correct, and it is, and so there we go. There is a double piston extender door. Now to cover this up, all you gotta do is just add a wall. This, it's gonna still be exposed, but if it was me, I sort of like the redstone feel of it. So now I'm just going to I'm gonna extend it and make a duplicate of it on the other side, and then we should have another piston door. Yeah, so if I'm just gonna have these in their activated positions, so it's a lot easier to basically show me exactly how everything's laid out. So I'm gonna take this boing bong ding jangalong bing bong dang dong. Goodness, you have to be like a precise area or else it doesn't like to work, which annoys the crap out of me. But it's one of those things you gotta live with if you have a mobile device. So, yep, I'm going to take this and then go bong, then bing-a-ding, bang, and that can be activated now. And take that out, and now once I get this like this, which hopefully it shouldn't mess with any of the redstone below. Oh, you're kidding. Never mind. I'm just going to, I like things being symmetrical. I have a little bit of OCD, which, not a medical condition, it's just like having things even. I'm pretty sure everyone already knows that. I'm just plain dumb. So, yeah. I think people don't know stuff like this, and then I'm completely wrong, and they do, and then they're like, hey, child, we already know this language you're speaking. So, yeah. I don't know why I went suddenly quiet. I sort of just like talking to myself. Because that's what I'm doing. I'm talking to myself because no one watches these videos. Unless it's one of my friends. I'm still talking to myself. So, yeah. Gonna go bang, bong, bing. Bang, bong. Bing, a bong, bang. And I made it on the wrong side. I am concerned now. I didn't really get any inspiration for this. I literally sat down one night and was like, how to make a double piston extender door. And that is what I did with this monstrosity. And my battery's about to die. Okay, now that I have that done, I can now do the same thing again for the 100th time because I am a big dum-dum head. And actually, I'm gonna want this here. After that, then I'm going to pop that there, pop that there, pop that there, and boing. And we've got a duplicate system of the other side. Let's just make sure that everything is correct. So, give that a little bit of delay. Well, by a little bit as full set. But, yeah. Now that we have this, I should put that there. And, just make sure the recording's still going. Yep, the recording is still going. Just wanted to make sure, because sometimes it shuts off, and it annoys the life out of me. So, if I have something that disables those torches at the exact same time, it'll be completely fine. So, yeah. I'm just going to bring this redstone current over to here. So that you only need it on one side, because if it detects on one side, then it detects on both. If that makes sense. So, I'm just going to take this around here and make another one of those things right here. This is as compact as I have it as of now. I will keep you guys posted on if I make it any more compact, but this is basically it for the amount of complexity it gets, I guess. If I put it that doesn't even make any sense. There's sort of a limit on how much you can do, because, well, it's a pretty complex system, and unless I find another way to do it, which I'm pretty sure I will, there won't be an easier way to do it in this form, which, as I'm saying it out loud, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find another one. Oh goodness, that was a big voice crack. Okay, oh man. So let me just take this over to here and just make a large lever, like the main core of this whole thing. That's not even, I'll make it even. So there we go. You're in glass. Let me just place this over here. And if you don't know, glass isn't really the best with redstone. So just in case, I'm gonna pop that over there. And now that I have this, I'm going to bring this over to here so it disables it. And I just realized that's really gonna trigger me. Get a lever. And if my calculations are correct, that connected with that somehow. Let me drag the signal from here and see if that makes any difference, because that's not supposed to be happening. So if I get the current from a different place, it should make it different-ish. I'm just going to leave this here just in case, because I don't want it to go crazy. So this is pretty much the system. There's some bugs to it, but I'll fix them in the future. Let me just patch this up, just to make sure that this could really be used in like a real situation, that you are making a piston door, and then we will test it, and then that will be it for this episode after I test it. So, bing bang, pow. Okay, now it's barely noticeable. So yeah. And when you are over this wall, then you can just cover it up, because after this point it's really not that much left to cover, really. So I'm pretty sure I'll be able to make a new one in the future, but for now, that's it. So I will see you guys later, and bye.